Now it's time for the interview. Hello, and welcome to the couch.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Nimdra. I'm a cosplayer from Sweden, and I currently live in Jönköping, but I'm here in Stockholm right now with you guys.
Yes, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
First, what is esport for you? Do you have anything to do with it?
Well, I don't play competitive games myself, but since esport is connected to gaming and I love games is a big part of my life ever since I was a little kid, like a smaller version of myself. So,
Do you play anything?
yes, all the time.
What do you play?
Right now is the Overwatch wave, of course. I really like post-apocalyptic games like Fallout, Borderlands, and sandbox games. I'm addicted to sandbox game. Right now I'm playing Don't Starve Together,
Yes.
but alone because no one wanna play with me.
What? We can play!
Yes, we should.
Yes.
I would love that.
Add me after the show and we will play. I play that a lot. But as you said, your main focus is cosplay, right? And what inspired you to start cosplaying?
Well, when I was 15 years old, I convinced my parents to visit a convention in Uppsala, which is about 6 hours away from where I live. After a lot of convincing and some crying, they let me go with an adult. And that's when I got exposed to cosplay. It was like entering a whole new world. It was like, I'm like, what is going on? What is this? I want to be a part of this. I've never seen anything like this before. And I thought I could never do something like that. Like, it looked way above me. But about 2 years later, 2009, I made my first cosplay, Amy Sorrell from Soul Calibur 4. And that's when I got addicted. It was like...
How was it to make the first one?
It was fun. It was hard. It was working in materials I never worked with before, and working with fake hair and making the big ponytails she got. But it was fun, and I was so nervous on stage. I was about to pass out, but when I got up there, I was like, I blacked out, kinda, but when I got off stage, I was like, this is the most amazing feeling ever. And I got hooked to the feeling.
So the first time you made a cosplay, you also competed with it.
Yes.
Wow.
It was
my
a
God.
thing back then. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
you make a costume, you compete. Now it's more like, you make a costume, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's starting to be a bigger thing, I guess.
Yes, it's much bigger than it was back then. Back then, no one knew what cosplay was.
Yeah, for how long have you been cosplaying?
Since 2009. I've been in the community since 2007.
Is it still just a hobby or is it professionally? Like, do you do this full time?
I'm striving to make it professionally. I would love to make it my job to earn my money, my dough, and have my own place, my own workshop. Well, I have my own workshop, but get money from not just put money, because it's a really expensive hobby or profession.
Yeah,
like
I
to call
can
that.
figure. You're working with so many different materials.
Yeah,
It's gotta
you
be
work
different price range.
everything from cardboard, plastic, wood, metal, electric stuff.
Yeah.
And now all this 3D printing and hollow moving stuff, and new things comes along. Every day there's something new, and you have to keep up all the time if you want to be on top.
How long does it take to complete one costume?
It depends on what kind of costume you're making, but I think the fastest I've made a costume is in 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that involved no sleeping.
What? How did you even complete it?
Well, I slept sometime, but I worked at least 12 hours a day.
Damn.
Just to get it complete, because if I don't like something, I will have to redo it. I don't like the half-assed thing. Either I do it good or I don't.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of half-finished projects because they weren't good enough.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I understand. It's all in. Well, what's your favorite cosplay that you have done up to date?
That is probably Tiny Tina from Borderlands 2.
I've seen that one.
I love that character. She's crazy. She's tiny. She says crazy things, and I don't know. I can relate to her, even though I'm not 13. I'm like double that age, and a bit more.
Doesn't matter. Age doesn't exist in cosplay. Well,
Yes.
it's really incredible. I've seen that cosplay. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And you've been at DreamHack recently,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I've been at DreamHack since a lot of years back. I don't know where I think like 2008 or 7 was my first DreamHack as well.
But you were with us this past DreamHack.
Yes, I was. DreamHack Winter 2016. I was with you guys.
We actually have a little video with you that we will show right now.
Oh. Hello, I'm Nimdra Cosplay. I'm gonna talk a bit about my costume. I'm cosplaying from Monster Hunter, the Arsurus armor. So this is Vorbla. It's a thermoplastic that has been used to make shoes before, but someone got the great idea to make armor out of it, and after that everyone is using it for cosplay. But I'm also using Eva foam, which is like mattresses you work out on and stuff like that, the yoga mats, anything. You have to be creative. And I have all these details and spikes and fur, and it's really hot because it's a lot of people in here. In the back I have a fur that I painted, the details on it. Oh yeah, I have a sword, and that's made from Eva foam. It's only a prop. I don't use it for anything. It's just there to be there. I could take it out and use it, but I'd rather just have it there. I have functional pockets, or pouches, I guess you could call that. A belt. I made all these buckles out of clay. Normal clay, and then just paint it on. Cosplay is a way to express yourself with art, and that's what I want to share with everyone here.
So cool. Like, do you have a new costume for every event you do, or do you have a recycle?
Well, I think I'm like addicted to creating. I promised myself to take a break from now to New Year's, like from DreamHack to New Year's, but I still worked a bit on like a little project I'm making Willow from Don't Starve Together. So I made her a little Zippo lighter. So I kind of try to make a new costume for every event, but even if I don't, I reuse my old costumes because I worked hard on those costumes, and I don't think you make one costume and then put it in a closet, because it deserves to be out there and get worn out until it breaks into pieces. That's how I see it, at least.
You would need a pretty huge wardrobe for keeping all the costumes if you do new one all the time.
I have boxes everywhere, like stacked up. My home looks like the IKEA, like storage or something.
Maybe they can promote you. What tips do you have for if someone wants to start cosplay? Like, do you have any advice for them?
Well, there's a lot of cosplay communities. Like, you can literally go into Google and like how to cosplay, and you get everything you need there. I would recommend Pinterest. I love Pinterest. You can get so much there, and the most important thing is to just start. Get over that point of like, I want to, but I don't know how. Just Google it. Just do it. Get there.
Perfect tip. Just Google it. Well,
do it.
Thank you so much for joining our Christmas party and letting us interview us. I really love to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.